Lately, I've been realizing how weird it is that we feel guilty when life feels good. Like the moment where things feel light or exciting or just okay, we start to question it. And I've been sitting with that for a while now, so I want to talk about it. It is February the 1st. You guys will be seeing this video hopefully on Wednesday, February the 4th. So, welcome to February. And to my people, happy Black History Month. January just ended, you guys, and for me, it was one of those very cliche Januaries. It was giving very New Year, New Me. It was giving a soft energy reset. It was giving very hopeful, and at times it was very emotional. But January was also very productive for me. It was very clarifying, and it definitely stirred a lot of things up. Your girl started a YouTube channel in January, okay? We are on episode 5. Can y'all believe it? Episode 5. I worked a lot in January. I started showing up consistently here on YouTube. I started showing up consistently in my journalings and my prayers and my workouts and just being more intentional with myself. And I started letting myself be where I am without forcing an outcome. So just taking the time to go back and reflect on January, a lot of things did work for me and a lot of things did not work for me. Some things that did not work for me was overthinking. If you know me, y'all know I overthink out the wazoo. And so starting this YouTube journey in January, I was overthinking the thumbnails, I was overthinking the titles, I was overthinking the light structures. I wanted everything to be perfect. And one thing I started learning, y'all do not care about perfection. Y'all want these authentic, raw, uncut videos of Danielle, and that is what y'all are gonna get. Another thing that didn't work for me was comparison. When I tell y'all comparison is the thief of joy, they are right. Jesus was right about that, because when I tell y'all I'm over here, I'm posting these videos, I'm stalking my YouTube analytics. When I mean stalking my YouTube analytics. I'm like, okay, I just got 1 subscriber. Okay, all right, I just posted this video like 30 seconds ago. How many views do I have? Knowing that I'm a beginner. And I'm going to all these other people's videos and I'm like, okay, well, she has this simple setup or they have this simple setup and they got all these likes. Like, what am I doing wrong? It was too much. It was too much. It was not working. It was not working. I was dragging myself through the mud. So I will no longer be doing that in February either. And the last 2 things I learned that did not work for your girl was being too hard on myself and then pushing myself when I was way too tired to even perform. Your girl works corporate. I have an 8 to 5, not a 9 to 5. I have an 8 to 5. All right. There are some days where I get off of work and I want to be left alone. I do not want to talk. I want to get home, take a shower, get in my moo watch Netflix, and play video games. That is it. So, in some weird way, January has showed me the good and the bad that I am leaving behind and what I'm carrying into February. And I think that is why February already feels different for me. It feels like momentum. It's not rush momentum. It's not chaotic momentum. It's just movement. It's alignment. I am moving with intention in February. And I realize that I have a lot of guilt around enjoying my life because I have this idea in my little mind that I am just running out of time. Now I got bars, I ain't even mean to rhyme for real, but yeah. And for a long time, I thought I'd be married by at least 29. I would have at least 2 of my 5 children that I want. Yes, I want 5 kids. Do not judge me, okay? And I just thought I would have life figured out by the time I was 29 years old. And with that timeline that I set for myself, everything felt urgent. Like everything had to get done at once. Everything had to get done by a certain time. It made rest feel very irresponsible and it made joy feel very suspicious. Like if I slowed down, I was wasting my time. But then I had this epiphany, right? I had this little moment. I had this little thought in my head. And it's quite simple. It's very, very simple. So I am 26 years old. I am in my 20s. I am still learning myself. I am still figuring out what I like, what I don't like. I am still building stability and I am setting myself up for a life that I want in the future. And I realize I don't want to just rush into marriage just to say that I did it. I don't want to have kids early and not have the stability to take care of them and have my children struggle or need and want for anything. I want to get married knowing that it is really a true matrimony, literally a match made in heaven. I want to have kids in a season where I can breathe and be present in their lives and not miss anything, where I'm not constantly scrambling and trying to figure out how we can stay afloat. And I really want to know and understand myself before I promise myself to anybody else. And when I sat back and I realized that this timeline is something that I truly just made up myself, it took so much pressure off of me because I realized life is too short. And I shouldn't have to spend my 20s feeling anxious about the future instead of actually living it and learning and growing through it with all the time that God has given me. With me being 26, I feel like there are a lot of my 20s that I did not get to live. And I think now I would never ever say I regret anything in my 20s. I really would not. But I think where I'm at right now is I'm at the stage where I'm ready to live my 20s. And I don't mean going buck wild or anything, but really being intentional of the things I want to do. I want to travel more. I want to see the world. I want to meet new people. I want to make new friends. This part of my 20s is very intentional, and it's me learning myself all over again. I'm starting over at 26. And with all of that, I do have a very, very long week ahead of me. I am working this week. I am traveling for work this week, and I am moving around a lot. And my emotions, honestly speaking, are all over the place. I am excited, I'm already tired, and I am a little bit nervous, just a little bit. And even with my very busy week coming up, I do not feel guilty for enjoying every single bit of it. I do not feel guilty for feeling my emotions. Because there was a time where my excitement and my responsibilities could not coexist together. If I wasn't being productive, I felt like I was wasting time. If I was tired, I just felt like I wasn't allowed to be happy. And if I was simply just enjoying something, I felt like I wasn't doing enough. Isn't that crazy? You're enjoying your life and you still don't feel a little sense of fulfillment? I thought being disciplined meant being hard on myself. Like if life was too light, I must be doing something wrong. And I know I'm not the only one who felt that way, and I think a lot of us, especially people who've always been responsible, we just get used to surviving. So when peace shows up, it feels unfamiliar and it almost feels suspicious. So you start doubting yourself once again, as in the previous episodes. You start asking yourself, should I do more? Why do I feel this way right now? Am I getting too comfortable? Am I wasting my time? Am I not doing enough? And instead of resting and enjoying the moment, you start over-explaining yourself. Instead of being present, you brace yourself. And I lived like that for a long time, I'm not gonna lie. In the previous episodes, we talked about people pleasing, we talked about saying no. And I want you guys to really realize that this YouTube channel is kind of like my personal diary, but this is also a space where I can build a community for people that are like me, that feel the same way I feel and just don't know how to express it. I once too did not know how to express it, so this is why I'm doing this now. I show up every day for people, I show up every day for myself, and I show up every day especially for my 9 to 5, because that is how your girl gets paid. I show up to work, I do my responsibilities, and for a long time I confused discipline with suffering. Like if I wasn't exhausted, I wasn't doing enough. But lately, I've been letting myself just be where I am. I'm not rushing any more moments. I'm not over-explaining myself. I'm not trying to justify why this season looks the way it does. It just does. I'm just that girl. It's just my season. It's my time. I know what I'm doing. I know my responsibilities. And I know that I am allowed to live my life and enjoy my life while I'm still building it. And at times I get a lot of people to come to me and they say, hey, you're so confident, you speak clearly, and you're very professional. How did you do it? And it's really funny that they say that because this confidence did not come from having everything figured out. This confidence was built brick by brick for 26 years. It came from trusting myself, and it ultimately came from me trusting more in God. Y'all know I'm a faith girly. When I really started trusting God and putting everything into Him, it started to show into me. I was just that Christian where you're not going to bully me, you're not going to talk over me, you're going to respect me, and I'm going to respect you also as a person. And my faith has been teaching me that my worth is not measured by how tired I am. That grace and discipline can exist at the same time. That rest isn't rebellion. I don't feel rushed right now, and that's working for me, and it's very new for me. And there was a time where being busy felt important to me because being a busy bee meant I was doing something right, where being overwhelmed made me feel productive, where resting made me feel guilty. I would always say, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I don't want to take a nap. I would have people like, yeah, just go take a nap. Like, you're not yourself when you sleep. And I'm like, no, I sleep when I'm dead. Because I felt like if I wasted the day, I wasn't being productive. And I'm realizing that prioritizing myself and my peace does not mean that I am behind, but it means I'm aligned. I'm telling y'all, your girl is coming with the bars today, and I don't even mean it. And if you're watching this and you have a 9 to 5 and you're doing the best that you can and you're still trying to enjoy your life, I really want you guys to understand this. You are not irresponsible for having fun, okay? You are not unserious for enjoying where you are. And you are not behind because you are living your life. My eyes got a little big there, sorry. You're allowed to laugh, you are allowed to travel, you are allowed to be excited about your life. You are allowed to use that PTO that you rightfully worked for to go find some peace in your life, even while you're still building it off. And another thing I've noticed lately is how quiet life gets when you stop explaining everything, when you stop justifying why you're resting, when you're enjoying yourself, and why your season looks the way it does. That silence used to make me very uncomfortable. I used to hate the silence. But now that silence feels peaceful to me. I'm able to sit in silence and work on my prayers. I'm able to sit in silence and journal. I'm able to sit in silence and get grounded again. I'm able to sit in silence with myself and figure out where I can improve and where I need to stay consistent. Because I'm no longer explaining myself to people to convince them why my life makes sense the way that it is. So as we step into February with momentum and not pressure, I am choosing to carry what worked and leave what did not, and actually live the life that I'm building. And if you're in a similar place, I really hope this reminds you that you are not behind. You're just becoming. Until the time God has for me comes, I am going to enjoy this life every single day, every single second. And I want you guys to as well. As always, if this video resonated with you, please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And I will see you all beautiful, beautiful people next week.